People think that you have to be as entertaining as Mr. Beast or KSI to make money on YouTube. And that is just not the case anymore, because today I'm going to be showing you 5 YouTube channels that focus on some pretty boring topics, but they've managed to generate a significant amount of money. I'm talking about content that's so boring that you'd probably click away in 10 seconds, yet all of these creators are making thousands of dollars a month, and many of them are making tens of thousands of dollars a month from topics that you'd never think could be profitable. Oh, and I forgot to mention how boringly simple these videos are to make, from cleaning backyards with barely any talking, all the way to a channel that's kind of like the Timu version of 5-minute crafts. So if that sounds interesting to you, let me know by gently tapping that like button, and let's jump in right now. All right, channel number 1 is Saving Tips. And this channel has about 29,000 subscribers, and they create content about saving money in the most unusual ways possible. It's similar to 5-minute crafts, but it focuses on extremely frugal living. And I mean extreme. Check out this video title: Never Buy New Batteries Again. Once you know this secret, you'll never have to pay for batteries again. And the thumbnail shows a TV remote with actual pencils stuck in the battery compartment. Like pencils are supposed to replace batteries. I'm not making this up. This is their actual content. And it's definitely a unique approach, and honestly, pretty bizarre. But here's what caught my attention. According to vidIQ estimates, they're making about $1,400 to $4,100 a month. And they just started the channel recently. And one of their videos was able to make an estimated $8,100. And according to View Stats, they're making about $1.9 to $5.3 thousand a month. Now, these are just estimates, and typically they make more than whatever they're estimated to make. But yeah, this channel only started uploading about 5 months ago. So that's really good money for a brand new channel. Now, the whole video is faceless and it's mostly silent, but somehow it works because they found an audience of people interested in saving money, even in super weird ways. So this is an example of a channel that's almost completely automated. All right, channel number 2 is Clifford Stoomey. Now, he has about 33,000 subscribers, and he creates content about college degrees, college planning, student loans, and academic strategies. And let's be honest, college advice content isn't exactly thrilling. Most people would call it quite boring. But here's Clifford's story. And by the way, I can tell you this because Clifford was one of my clients. When we first met, he actually had 3 different YouTube channels, all getting decent views, some getting really good views, but he was struggling with monetization. And he was successful with views, but not with revenue. And that's a common problem I see all the time. Creators who can get eyeballs, but they can't turn those eyeballs into actual income because they focus on content creation but ignore the business side. And within one phone call with me, he started generating an extra $24,000 a year just with very simple changes that we made to his business model. And since that, he made it to tens of thousands of dollars a month. And really, Clifford was putting his time into multiple channels, and a lot of the other channels really weren't giving him an ROI. And we focused on the type of content that was helping the most people. AKA, we really refined his niche. And this is one of the things that people struggle with the most, picking the right niche. In fact, there's been people that have spent years doing this. All right, guys, quick break. This Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing a one-time only AI content creation workshop, and I will be giving you the secrets that many successful content creators use in 2025. This will be good for you whether you are somebody who just wants to create a personal brand to get a better job, whether you want to start a side hustle, make a little bit of passive income on the side, make a full-time income, or even start a full business using AI and content creation. And this is something that hasn't been accessible to most people until AI came along, because it simply would take too long to do. And you can check it out down in the description and the pinned comment below. Now, at this workshop, I'm going to be giving away my VibeWriter content creation AI. This is a GPT-powered piece of software that I've been working on, and it's trained on thousands of hours of teaching, my scripts, coaching sessions, etc. And with this tool, you can make a script without having to type anything. You just talk to it, right? It's kind of like vibe coding, if you've heard of that. And it'll basically write you an amazing script, which you can use for content. And I'm giving it away for this one time only at the workshop. So make sure you show up. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment below. And when you're done registering, make sure to click on add this to your calendar. Like I said, the workshop's completely free. The VibeWriter AI is completely free, but you do have to go to the workshop. And if you click add this to your calendar, it'll show up in your Google, Apple, or Outlook calendar. So you can make sure that you won't miss the chance to grab the VibeWriter content creation AI. And you'll also be able to ask me questions live. So it'll be a Zoom call where we can basically just talk to each other. So I look forward to meeting you. See you Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click the link in the description, the pinned comment below. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, channel number 3 is Motech. And this channel has about 250,000 subscribers, which is a pretty substantial audience. And they create content about conspiracies, UFOs, government secrets, and mysterious events. But here's what makes them different. The presentation is incredibly boring. They use basic animated explainers, simple graphics, and AI voiceovers. No human personality, no excitement, no dramatic music, just monotone AI voices reading conspiracy theories like a robot teaching a history class about aliens. Now, it's almost comically boring content that should be exciting, but somehow it works. And it's estimated that they're making $5,400 to $16,000 a month. And one video generated an estimated $22,000. This is a completely AI generated video that made them $22,000. Absolutely crazy. And this is a perfect example of faceless content that could potentially work if you don't want to be on camera. And you literally never have to show your face. And you could probably make this entire channel without ever speaking into a microphone. The voice is AI generated, the animations are basic, and you could outsource most of the work to either AI or hire a contractor on Fiverr. Now you might be thinking, well, Shane, you could never sell anything with a faceless channel. Actually, one of my clients, Wiz of Ecom, started off faceless and he started a 7-figure business without ever showing his face. So it's definitely possible to sell stuff with a faceless channel. Although it is a bit different and you have to do it the right way, which is why you should definitely attend the workshop because we'll talk about how to do that. All right, channel number 4 is flawless cleaning services. Now, this one is really something else. They film themselves doing cleaning and maintenance work, backyard cleaning, pressure washing driveways, painting fences, unclogging drains, basic home improvement tasks, and that's literally it. No dialogue, no explanation, no teaching, just filming themselves doing chores. It's very straightforward, almost painfully so. You're basically just watching someone do yard work or some type of cleaning work for 10 minutes without any commentary or educational value. But here's what's interesting. People apparently enjoy watching transformation content, even simple cleaning projects. There's something satisfying about seeing a dirty area become clean, even if it's not your area and you're not doing the work. And that's why this channel is making a mind-boggling $8,000 to $24,000 a month. And their most viewed video made over $39,000. So they literally just did the thing that they were gonna do anyways because they own a cleaning business, and they uploaded it to YouTube. And then they made probably way more than they make from their cleaning business just from the YouTube video. Now that is a pretty good business model. I like that.
Quick break. This video is sponsored by me. Most of you don't know that I actually have my own coaching program on personal branding and then growing and making money on YouTube. And this is good for complete beginners, maybe even people who just want to get a job by growing their personal brand, all the way up to people who are very advanced on YouTube. And they get to work directly with myself and my team to help them reach their goals. Now, we are opening up 3 to 5 spots, and this is pretty rare. We usually don't have these open. We usually only limit them to select people. But we're opening up 3 to 5 spots, and you can check those out down in the description and the pinned comment below. And in this program, you'll get to work directly with myself and other people who are highly successful on YouTube. Just as an example, Sean was able to go all the way from being stuck, not making very much money on his channel, to making over $500,000 a month. Now, that's an example of one of my more advanced students, but there's lots of examples of people who started off from scratch and they got to 5K a month, 10K a month, etc. So check that out down in the description and the pinned comment below.
All right, next channel is Plainly Difficult, and they create educational videos about disasters, historical events, scientific topics, and transportation accidents. Now, this is a faceless channel. And by the way, you can make faceless channels or you can show your face. The underlying principles are exactly the same, but their format is incredibly simple. This is kind of like a slideshow style presentation with monotone narration over stock footage and basic graphics. No excitement, no dramatic music, no fancy animations, not much personality either, just facts delivered in the most straightforward way possible. And you could literally make this type of content with AI tools. The script could be written with AI, the voice could be AI generated, and the visuals could be stock footage and basic PowerPoint slides. Yet people watch this stuff because sometimes people just want information without all the bells and whistles. They don't want entertainment, they just want education, clean, simple, and to the point. And this channel is making about $5,000 to $15,000 a month, and they're only posting about once a week. Now, it used to be that to start a YouTube channel, it was almost like a freaking full-time job, right? It would take a ton of time if you wanted to upload regularly. And that's why most people didn't do it. However, with recent advancements with AI tools and using the right systems, becoming a YouTube channel has become incredibly accessible. And basically, you only have to do the fun parts, and AI or your system or somebody else can take care of everything else. And that's exactly what I do with all of my channels. I spend as little or as much time on my channels as I want. And this Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. So click the link in the description and the pinned comment below. You don't want to miss out on this free live training. Plus, you get to meet me, you get to ask me questions, and I'll be showing you some of the absolute best tips to grow and have success on YouTube. And if you want one-on-one coaching, we actually have one-on-one calls that you can book down in the description in the pinned comment below. And on this call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be. We'll make a plan to get there when it comes to YouTube, obviously, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. And this is the exact call that all of my clients that I talk about on all of my different videos went through themselves before they were able to get success on YouTube. So you can also book that down in the description and the pinned comment as well if you want to work directly with me and my team. And if you liked these videos, you'll probably love this video right here where I go over other boring channels that are absolutely crushing it, making a ton of money. So click right here to check that out.